Hi y'all, Robert, Strokers Dallas. For our motorcycle review series this week, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to cover two bikes and show you the difference even though they're the same. It's kind of a cool thing. Alright, today we're going to discuss the difference between an FX and an FL Softail. Alright, so we're going to start with the FX Softail Custom. The difference with the FX Softail Custom, more than anything, is simply put in the front end of it. I'm going to explain that. The rake on this bike is 32 degrees, but it has a longer travel. Because of the rake, it makes it a more sporty Softail. When it came out with the FX series Harley Davidson years ago, and they brought in the Softail, they wanted it to be, almost looks like a rigid, but it's sporty, and they changed the suspension. But they wanted to keep the custom FX look to it because it looks sporty, it's fun to handle, it's a great riding bike. This one has a 96 cubic inch motor, V-twin, 6-speed transmission, chromed out front end, backrest, luggage rack. It's a cool bike, man. If you bought a stock FX Softail Custom, it would have peg forward controls. That was another obvious difference. The gentleman who previously owned this added floorboards. We'll get to that in just a second, but it looks great. Python exhaust, thing sounds awesome as well. Just a really, really cool bike. On to the FLSTC, otherwise known, and all of us refer to it as a Heritage Softail Classic. First and foremost, the difference. Same rake angle, 32 degrees, but this one has bigger front forks, and they call these the beer can front forks with bigger tins. The bike looks like a whole lot more bike. You set them side by side, they look totally different. They're not. Exactly the same bike except for the front end. That's it. All Heritage are set up to be a kind of a touring Softail. Comes with the beautiful Heritage classic bags with the studs and everything. That just screams Heritage. It's been that way forever since they started making these. Detachable shield. This bike looks beefier. It looks larger by the naked eye, but it's not. It's exactly the same as an FX STC except for the front end. It's really awesome. This is a 2012, so it has a 103 cubic inch motor with a 6-speed transmission, bags, luggage rack. Both bikes for sale here at Strokers. Would love for y'all to come check them out, test ride them. They're amazing machines, and I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with either one of these. You can be a beginning rider, an intermediate, advanced, doesn't matter. These bikes ride great, they feel good, they're easy to handle, and anyone can ride them. As I mentioned when we were talking about them on the walk around, is the FX STC. The difference is this gorgeous front end, chopper-esque looking. They did that on purpose. They wanted to keep that look, that line. That's what they wanted to do. And when you look at this bike before you mount it, man, it's a beautiful bike. It just looks like it wants to be ridden, and it's fun to ride, and that's exactly what she is. So let's take her for a ride. The first thing you notice about this thing is just how it sits, man. It's just so comfortable, ridiculously comfortable. Feet are low on the ground, flat-footed, just sits clean. And this thing has Python exhaust, so it sounds really, really amazing. How could you not like that sound? Just an awesome sound. Chromed out all the way, man. It's just super cool bike. Here we go. It's so simple. Now most Softail Customs have just got pegs down here for forward controls. The previous owner of this bike put floorboards down, which are really cool. You can take a look at them here. Chromed out, looks really good. Makes it just a little more comfortable. Give your feet a little more room to move around if you want to. This has got a little over 16,000 miles on her. Which is low miles. Here we go. Smooth shifting. Love the feel of this seat. That Softail suspension over them bumps like that, man, it just handles it no problem. This thing just runs great. Single disc brakes in the front, 4-piston. Single disc in the back, 2-piston. What I love about this thing is when you're sitting here and you're so comfortable is how well you can see everything. You know, there's no big fairing you got to worry about or anything. Kind of put your feet and knees in the breeze, man. See, she gets up and moves. So look, about 690-pound bike. But you can really just feel how well this thing grabs the road. But if you're looking for a bike, man, it's very affordable. It's just easy to ride, fun, and it looks damn good. You need to come check out this Softail Custom, man. And there's our Heritage we're fixing to take for a ride. There you go. That's our Softail Custom ride, or FXSTC. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to jump on this FLSTC. As you can see, this one, again, FL, FX, front end. Same 141, a lot fatter, a lot bigger, beer cans they call them. That's the biggest difference. That's really it. But this looks like a whole lot more bike. And it's supposed to, because it is the Heritage Softail Classic. And it's not a touring model, but it sure looks like one. And if you want to tour the road, you definitely can do that with this, no problem. So here we go, riding this one. And I don't know if you can tell it as much as I can on the video, but you can instantly see how different it looks when you sit on it from when I sit on the Softail Custom. Both are great. Both are very comfortable. This one has 28,000 miles on it, a little over. Sounds good. Here we go. As weird as it is, when you ride the two different bikes, is this one feels like you're on a lot bigger bike. Just from where you sit and how it, just the controls, it just feels like a bigger bike. And it's the same bike. All that's done due to the front end, which creates this one to have a little more travel. But as far as comfort, they're both just super comfortable. This is the 2012, so it's got the 103 twin cam motor, 6-speed transmission. So that bigger front end allows for a bigger headlight. This one has the running lights, which all Heritages have. You can really see how well this thing rides and how well it handles. This one's a little bit heavier just because of the front end and the accessories that are added on it, but not enough weight that you even notice the difference. Both bikes, as you can see, man, your feet are flat on the ground. I've always loved the Heritage, man, just because it's just says classic in the title, because it's kept up with the tradition and the classic look of Harley over the many years they've been making motorcycles. But this one still, with upgrades and technology changing and everything, it's just kept that classic look. Get on it. This 103 is just a badass motor, and it's got plenty of guts in it. But you can put your stuff on this bike, man, and it's all about the lifestyle. Motorcyclism 101, man, is about getting on your bike, riding, seeing what you want to see, going where you want to go. True American freedom, hitting the road. And this one will allow you and your passenger to put plenty of stuff on this bike so you can hit the road, hit all the good old back roads of America. Go check out all the sights and sounds, and your feet and knees and face in the breeze, and enjoying what being a motorcyclist is all about, and that's getting on and riding, man. And that's how well this one rides, and boy does it ride good. Both of these bikes are for sale, folks, so come check them out. If you want to test ride them, hit me up. Robert, Strokers Dallas. We're open 8 days a week, as Rick likes to say, from 9 to 6. So come on in and check them out. There we go, folks. Thank y'all for riding with me. We got to do 2 in 1 day today. That's cool. Everybody, that's our motorcycle review series this week. We got the privilege of riding 2 motorcycles. Hope you learned something from it, because I always do. It refreshes my memory when I got to research these bikes for the benefit of me and you guys. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got a lot of really cool stuff coming out, man. Some really cool videos that we're going to love, and I know y'all will too. There's a bell also on this YouTube channel, man. Click on it. You get notified when videos are coming out. Go to StrokersDallasMerch.com. Use discount code TOP10 for 10% off your order. We got some really awesome new merchandise for sale. Go check us out, man. We love all you guys. Thanks for riding with me this week. Peace out.